I'm going to show you a few wheels that I use, and then I'm going to show you how to make a wire wheel. This is a wheel I make with a bean can and a fizzy drinks can, and the fizzy drinks can is the same size as the inside of a bean can, so it works beautifully to have one end the end of the bean can and one end the bottom of the drinks can. You just make a hole with a pointy screwdriver or something. This wheel is made with 2 jam jar lids put together and taped up, and then also a hole made. And this is the wheel I'm going to show you. These are the wheels are just made with wire, and I'll show you how to make them. So you could either make a circle by hand, but if you want to make a number of wheels, you want them the same size. So what I do is get something like a bean can, and you just wrap it round. See, I'm holding it with my thumb, wrapping it round, and if you just do it like that and then let go, it'll be consistently the same size. So then you just get a bit of tape, wind it round, and then we need to make the central bits that go on the axle. And a way to make that is to spin it up. So you have make a circle in the centre of the wire, and then put it into the centre, and you need a little bit of a gap about there, and you bend it that way, and then by eye you can bend it the other side, and then you bend it up so when it goes on you can see so you have one there and one here, so it doesn't rock. So I've got one side on, and I'm going to go and get another bit of wire, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to make a loop in the wire with my fingers. I can put it on for reference, and I obviously need to make it a little bit bigger so that it raises up. So I'm going to do that, and then by eye I can see the other side, and then you can raise it up, and then I can put that one on like that, and then I can start taping it on. Now you could just run these around the outside, but actually they're really useful because I get that one stuck down. The wire's not that strong, but you can make it strong by pulling the wires up and then taping it on. Do you see how that starts triangulating the wires? And then you can come down, and then that starts making it extremely strong. So you could just keep doing that until the wires are all gone. So I'll put that bit on. This bit I'm going to pull round, and I'm going to push it along, and then I'm going to take it somewhere else. And in effect, that's lots of triangulating and doubling up. So the wires aren't going in the same place as a wire, apart from on an overlap. You know, it's in effect you're doing lots of overlaps. See, on this bit I'll do an overlap, and then I'll come back, do another overlap, and it just makes it, and that finishes that bit of wire, and then you have a nice wheel. I'll show you how to make an axle. A good axle is with 7 bits of wire, and the nice thing about 7 bits of wire is when you put them into a rod, it's like there's one in the centre with 6 around. It must be some magic, because it just works very well as a rod. And I spin the wire around, the tape round, and a nice way of doing it, just doing it at the angle, and it holds it really well. So that's a nice axle. And then to put the wheel on, you can thread it on, make sure you get all 7 wires through, and then you have a nice wheel. And if there are various ways of then holding that wheel. a wheel's great, but it needs to be like what I call it doesn't want to jam. So you need to bend one of these wires. So you bend one of the wires and then take it round. Can you see like that? And you can bend them like that. So when the wheel goes on it, it spins a bit, and it's sort of good engineering. If you just had one wire off, or if you had tape in the way, it would jam. But that works really beautifully. This wire could become part of the say for instance you're going to make a car, it could start being the car. And these wires also, you could split them up and start building your whatever you're going to build. If you're going to build a duck, it could be the body of the duck, or if it's going to be the leg of something or whatever. And that's just back to wire work again. That's how you make a lovely wheel in wire.